Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's payday budget for the 22nd of September. So as it sounds like, I'm going to run through where we're going to put every cent of our paycheck this week, and we also have some extra money coming in as well, which is great. So you might notice if you've been watching over the past month that I have a new binder here. So these are one of the colors of the binders that I have now in stock. You can see this is the grey one, and my payday budget planner is in this. I'm going to use this for myself, but it does come in some other colors. So first off being this blue marbled. Next off we have a black and gold. It's hard to see because the paper is so shiny, but it's a black and gold. Then we have the classic white marble, which is just plain white, or it's kind of creamy white, I suppose. And then we have the pink as well. So each of them, as you can see, come with the magnetic clasp here. And then it also has a little 2 pen loops. Comes with some pockets that you can shove some like cards or whatever. A little pocket back here. It is quite tight though, I won't lie. And then also the same back here, there is a space for a pocket. I really like them, and this is exactly why I made my payday budget to fit these A6 planners, because your cash envelopes and all that can fit in them, but also, you know, the payday budget planner, so you can get great use out of it as well. So they are now in all of the colors available on my Etsy shop. I have a limited stock of them, of each color. I just got them to test them out to see how well they went down with people. The payday budgets are all there, and everything, pretty much every single thing now that you see on my channel here will be available on the Etsy shop as well, if anybody is interested. So you can see we have a new payday planner, payday budget here. So what you do is you open your payday budget, and then you find where it's going to slot in. So this is last week's one, so it means it's going to slot in front of this guy. So you can see there's some colors on it. That's just because I was silly and put something on it. But yours won't come like that if you buy it. So this is it now. Well, there's one more payday budget to go in for the month, but you know, it's good. It's good and tick at this stage. So we'll open it up and we'll give it a start. So today, as I said, it's the 22nd of September 22. So like always, we start with Robert's pay. So Robert is in today. So next off, we're going to get some payment from YouTube. Once a month I get some YouTube money. It's never loads. It's great. I'm so happy that I get it. But it's not thousands. It's 100 euros. And that's me estimating that it's 100 euros. And then we have some side hustle money that Robert got. And it is 160 euros. So, you know, we have a good amount, a good chunk to be sorting out this week. Then we move on. After we have the total of our income here, we start to allocate it to different areas throughout our budget. The first one up is pay yourself first. And this is areas that you're saving, investing, and that is going to help you in your future. And I think that these should come out first. But again, it's up to you how you want to do that. For us, we're doing a house deposit. And that's going to get 50 euros. Also something, because of the YouTube, I just split that YouTube money in half. So half goes back into what I say is the business account. It's not really. But 50 euro of that goes into there. So that means 100 of that is gone already. Next up, we have the essential expenses, and the essential expenses. Oh, so basically what you do down here is you take your total, your total income, take away A, which is this is pay yourself first, and then you'll have what's remaining for the rest of this area. So essential expenses are what's going to keep you fed, clothed and housed and warm. They're the essential areas that everybody should work on first. If you have a lower income, or you know you're doing things, if you have a lower income, these are the areas I feel that should be done first, because if you don't have these, you don't have anything. So your rent or your mortgage would come out first. Then you have your utilities. So your lights, your electricity, your heating, whatever way it is. I put 20 euros each week into like a sinking fund, into a saving pot for that. Then you have your food. So it's obviously very important to eat. So we put 100 euros a week into there. Then you have your fuel. So to get to school, to get to work, 40 euros. Then we have some clothing. And whilst if, you know, let's say that somebody lost their job, clothing is probably lower down on something that you're going to buy, but it's still an essential expense, because if you don't have clothes and you don't have the correct clothing, you're going to be very, very cold and get sick. And then we have medical. So, you know, prescriptions, over-the-counter medicine, that sort of stuff, going to the doctor, whatever it is, you know, that's an essential expense in my book. And then this paycheck for me, we have our waste bins. So our bins, again, it's, you know, if we didn't have any rubbish bins, we could get sick if we lived in a pile of dirt. So you'd add all of these together and get your total, and then this amount here, take away from the total there, is what's remaining for the rest of your budget. So we'll flick over to the rest. We have annual costs. So these are things that are going to come every single year, and you're best off preparing for them instead of letting them catch up on you and then you're scrambling when they actually arrive. So one of the first things for us is insurance for the car and the motorbike. Now Robert just paid for his motorbike insurance, and our car is going to come out next month. So we just keep that ticking over for €5 per month or per week. Then we also have to pay tax to drive on the roads here, and the car needs an NCT, it's called. So it's like a yearly test, because our car is like a 2010. Then we have maintenance. So maintenance for the car and the bike in case any parts are needed. Robert is a mechanic, so he can fix it himself, so we don't need to pay for labor. It's just the parts. We have Ava's school. Again, I keep all my categories ticking over in some way or form, so we're just adding €2 to that, because obviously the back to school bits are bought, her uniform, her books, all that sort of stuff are already bought. Then we have birthdays. It's always somebody's birthday, whether it's somebody in our family, or now that Ava's in school, she gets invited to birthday parties, you know, so we need some money in there just for gifts. Then we have Christmas. Christmas, it comes every single year, and people do be surprised that it's coming and very unprepared. So I say I do it differently throughout the year, but what I would advise people to do, especially if it's your kind of first time budgeting, is straight away after Christmas to start budgeting for the next one. You know, divide it out, each paycheck. So then you would add them up, all these areas. So we have 5, 5, 10, 2, 5, and 140, 167. So then what you do is you get your remaining that you worked out down here, and then you take away the 167, and that will give you the rest, the remaining for the rest of the area. So we don't have any debt, but if you did, that is where you would fill it in. Then we move on to what I like to call the nice things. So these are non-essential. If you lost your job, these will go. Now, the first two things, I say this every single week, the first two things, you know, realistically are essential in this day and age. But, you know, if you had to, you could probably get rid of one of these areas. So first is our broadband for the house. So we just split that bill over 4 pay periods, $8.75. Then we have phones. So that's mine and Robert's phone. And the bill for that, again, we split it over 4 pay periods, and it's $4.99. Then we have household and miscellaneous. I like to kind of bunch them together, which I'm not quite sure if I should, and I'll have to reassess that. But basically, we had some overages from last week, so we're gonna do $22.46 in there. Then we have Karen and Robert. So these are our personal money that we each get to spend on whatever we want to. If you've been here for a while, you know that every single week I spend mine on McDonald's with my daughter Ava. Then we have eating out. This is like a family meal that we would have, either like a takeaway or whatever. So we have $67.04. Just to cover an overage from last week and also to give ourselves money for this week. And that's all possible because of the side hustle money that Robert did. Then, as I said, Robert has joined the gym. So $12.25. Again, that bill is over 4 pay periods. We split it up. And then Netflix. So Netflix, again, we just split that over 2 pay. We don't have to, I just do. It's just easier, I think. Again, so you would add them all up, these all up. So if I do that now, so we have $8.75, $4.99, $22.46, $34.70, $67.04, $12.25, and $4.99, $125.18. Right, $8.75, $4.99, $22.46, $34.70, $67.04, $12.25, and $4.99. No, $155.18. That's better. So again, if you had any debt here, you take the total here and minus the total that we just worked out for the nice things, and then everything else goes in here, and that's literally everything else. So we had a wedding that we went to and I used money from a different area, so we're paying back the last of that now, which is $39.82. We have some saving challenges that we do at the back of this. When you buy the budget planner, you get a savings challenge. We're going to put €15 into that this week. We have glasses, and that's for my daughter, €15. Swimming, again for Ava, she's in her current term, but we're going to save for the next term, which is 15. Our holiday for next year, $15. We already have that booked, so it's just the spending money and the remainder of the accommodation. And then we have a 400 challenge, which is just a challenge card with 26 boxes. And we're going to do €25. So to add up this area, €39.82, €15, €15 and 25, $124.82. So then you'd take what was remaining from the nice things and take it away from the total that you have and everything else, and that is either one of two things. It either is 0 which for me it will be, but if it's not, that will be your rollover. So then when the next payday budget comes around, you would, the first thing you'd write down here is rollover and how much was left at the end. So yeah, that is it. That is this payday budget for the 22nd of September. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. As I said, if you're looking for any of these items, they will be available on my Etsy shop. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you if I can. And yeah, I think this week is going to be a good week. The next video I'm going to do the cash stuffing for that, which is great because we are stuffing a lot of cash this week. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.